From a distance, people seem very happy and pleased with themselves. If we take a closer look, however, we find that this is not really the case. Many walk around with deep-rooted emotional pain and heavy burdens. People yearn for healing and freedom from these things, including children of God. In the Bible, we clearly see that God wants to heal and free us from this as well. The heartache that people struggle with are caused by various things. This emotional strain differs from person to person. Emotional difficulties are not only present in a person who had bad experiences, or did not experience that which is good, but also in those who wronged that person, even though their emotional problems may be different, or felt to a lesser degree. There are various actions that can be taken to find the necessary healing of inner wounds. Even though it might be a painful process, God is the source of complete healing, as He is the only one who can work in the deepest part of your heart. Whether you are the guilty party or merely an outsider, you can also contribute to the inner healing of others. According to the leading of God, some of the things you do then could also aid your own healing. What are the most common emotional problems for which people need healing? Self-pity. I will always be the least and the last. I am a victim, who will never go far in life. Guilt and shame. I constantly wonder, why did I not do it differently? I usually isolate myself from certain activities and places, as well as from certain people, because of the bad things that happened. Lack of self-respect. I do things which others would usually be ashamed of. I will continue drinking liquor, even though people call me an alcoholic. I will continue sleeping around, even though others know about it. Anger, aggression, and hatred. I will never be able to speak respectfully to a certain person or group of people, or do something good to them. I will never be able to like that person. Self-hatred. Nobody loves me and cares for me. How can I then like myself? Why am I the way that I am? Low self-esteem. I am not important. I feel inferior to other people. What I think, do, or say does not really make a difference. Unhappiness. I struggle to feel any joy and gladness. I will never be cheerful again. Sadness. My spirit within me is broken. Why was my mother taken away from me? Fear. I am afraid to talk to other people, and be in their company. I avoid certain places and situations, as it usually makes me feel uncomfortable. Betrayal. I do not want to be in a relationship ever again. I never want to be associated with those people who deceived me again. Aloneness and isolation. No one wants to be associated with me, thus I seldom go out. I only sit at home, and speak very little to other neighbors, schoolmates, or co-workers. Lack of self-confidence. I will never be able to do that. I will make a mess of it. Depression. I constantly feel down and discouraged. It feels like a dark cloud is constantly hanging over me. Bitterness. I have been ill-treated, and have lost a lot. I therefore refuse to speak to, or interact with that person. Anxiety. I do not want to say what I think, or do the things I am supposed to do, because I often feel afraid, uneasy and uncomfortable. Rejection. I was not good enough. I therefore do not want to try again, due to fear that I will be disapproved again. What are the key things to remember? Most of the emotional problems experienced are normal for the initial period after the occurrence. If you are grief-stricken over the death of your mother, for about 4 months thereafter, it is completely understandable. If you have constant feelings of fear, for 3 months after being held up at gunpoint in your house, these are also to be expected. To still be grieving 2 years after your mother's death, and to still be afraid 30 months after your house robbery is, however, unusual. These situations would definitely require some form of counseling, to help work through these emotions. Failure to do so will no doubt affect nearly every area of your life, concerning the kind of things you do, when you do them, and how you do them. The things that cause long-standing inner pain and hurt in one person, will not necessarily have the same effect on another. That which brings one person healing, will also not necessarily bring healing and freedom for another person, even though both might have the same problem. This is because people have different life experiences, different family situations, different financial circumstances, different personalities, and different perspectives on life, which determine their respective reactions. Not all things that cause hurt require all the commonly recommended actions before healing can take place. Some inner wounds can only be healed completely by the course of time. This is because, as time progresses, the person forgets the things or the finer details of the things that cause their emotional pain. When a person, however, says, "I will forgive, but I will not forget," he has actually determined to hinder and delay his healing.